Hi everyone, I'm Matthew. The objective today is to understand what heat stroke is, how we can prevent it, and how to treat it effectively. So does anyone know what heat stroke is, or has anyone had heat stroke here?
No, I haven't had heat stroke, but I think you have.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
When you were little.
So heat stroke is when the body's temperature rises above 40 degrees Celsius. The core temperature in your body rises. There's two types. There's classical heat stroke and there's exertional heat stroke. Classical heat stroke is more what affects elderly people and children during heat waves. And exertional heat stroke is what affects athletes and other people exercising in the heat. Exertional heat stroke is actually one of the top 3 causes of deaths in sports-related events. With the proper care though, heat stroke is 100% curable and survivable. So, with that being said, what do you guys think symptoms of heat stroke would be? One is that the body's core temperature rises above 30 or 40 degrees centigrade, sorry. What else do you think there would be?
Being nauseous?
Yep, being nauseous is one.
Being really red in the face?
Yep, being red. So do you want to feel sick on one of those patches of tape? And would you like to put flushed skin on one of those patches of tape? Another symptom of heat stroke is feeling very tired. That goes along with being sick as well. So you'll feel nauseous, sick, and a little tired. People suffering from heat stroke will also be dizzy. That's another symptom. Having severe headaches is one. They'll usually be throbbing headaches rather than stabbing headaches though. So like I said in the beginning, when your body temperature goes above 40 degrees, you'll have a fast pulse. So it'll be, in the beginning stages, it'll be a full fast pulse, but as heat stroke progresses, it'll be progressively weaker. And with your pulse rising, so will your breathing. Now, there's also very many ways to cure heat stroke, or to prevent it in the first place. What do you think the first way to prevent heat stroke would be?
Drink water?
Yep, lots of water.
Stay in the shade.
Yep, stay in the shade.
Well, I think people should wear light colored clothing and loose. I remember when you got heat stroke or whatever it was, that you had been wearing dark fuzzy track pants. You were out in the full blazing sun with no water bottle, and you came home and you felt very sick, and you did have a headache, and you went to sleep.
Oh, yeah. Light loose clothes is definitely one. What else do you think there would be? So we have, you got to drink lots of water, stay in the shade, and wear light loose clothes.
Oh, a sun hat.
A sun hat, yes. Now another way that you can prevent heat stroke is by taking frequent breaks in your exercise. So just don't overexert yourself. Another thing that's not as, you wouldn't think of it right off the bat, was sunglasses. But it will help you a bit, and it'll also help your eyes from overexposure to the sun. Sunscreen is also something that will help you to prevent sunstroke or heat stroke. And it's mainly just that you want sunscreen higher than 60 SPF or 30 SPF. So 60 here, that would be great. And you'll want to apply it frequently throughout the day. So like as many times as you take a water break or something, you could apply your sunscreen then. for treating heat stroke, the treatments are they're very similar to the prevention methods. So what do you think one thing you could do to treat heat stroke would be?
Move into a cooler area out of the sun.
Yep, you could move the victim or the casualty into a cooler area. Move them to a cooler area, move them out of the sun, yeah. You can lay them down, because often, along with the dizziness, they'll be a little confused and they won't know what's going on if it's becoming more severe. So they should lay down. Keeping them calm is another big thing. You want to just tell them that everything's going to be all right, because in most cases it will. Once you have it under control, nothing will really happen.
Maybe they should drink a lot of water.
Yeah, and you'll want to get them rehydrated once you've diagnosed them with heat stroke. Okay. Now, another thing is, since their body temperature, their core temperature is over 40 degrees, you'll want to cool them down. There's lots of ways you can do this. You can take them into the water, so if they're not confused or anything, you wouldn't want to have them drown. So you can walk them into cool water, say the lake or wherever you are. You can take them for a little dip. You can also use ice packs. So you'll want to have them wrapped in something to prevent like the super cold touching their skin. That's not usually great for you. So you want to have an ice pack, and the best areas to apply ice to are in their underarms, their neck, and in their groin area. Another thing you can do is place a wet towel over them. So this goes along like, if they can't really move or anything, you can't take them to the water and you don't want them to drown when you put it in it. So you take the wet towel and you put it over their face, their body, and it'll keep them, it'll hydrate them and keep them cool. Okay. Now, we're going to do a little exercise here where one of you is going to have heat stroke and the other two are going to come and they're going to find this person and they're going to have to cure them somehow using the treatment methods that we've discussed. Who would like to be the victim?
How about Tristan?
Okay.
I already painted.
He already fainted. Okay, so you want to have heat stroke then?
Sure.
Okay, you can lay down on the floor here. And you two, you can use these props here and use them as we've discussed earlier to help Tristan recover from his heat stroke.
Okay, is he unconscious?
We'll say he's confused.
Okay.
He's still conscious, but he's on the edge. So
Okay.
it's a fairly severe case of heat stroke. So you guys can get up and
Okay.
come over here. And we have the ice, we have a hat, some glasses, water, and a wet towel.
Okay, can we splash water on his face? That would be fun.
You can take the wet towel.
Okay.
I'll take this wet towel. Put some water.
Okay.
Maybe put it around his neck or rub his cheeks with it. That'll help
Alright.
cool his neck area. Put the ice on his under his arms.
Okay, well, stick it under his armpit, right? Okay. There we go.
And we moved him into a shaded area.
All right, that's good.
Okay.
And what about the hat or the sunglasses? You want to put those?
All right.
Sure, we can put those on.
And I'd really like to splash water in his face.
Here's a nice tub of cold
Okay.
water for you.
There we go.
Maybe we can wave. Maybe we can just.
And
fan-
you can use the
Good
clothes
fan.
to wave him with
Fan?
water.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cover,
Fan it.
cover him up lightly.
And I guess the most important thing is we should try to get him sitting him up to drink now that he feels a little better.
Yeah, before you get him to drink, you'd want to sit him up so that you don't
Okay.
accidentally
All right.
drown him. So now that he's feeling a little
I
better, you
think
can
you're feeling a little
get him to
cooler
sit
now.
up.
Here you go.
Get it on the back there.
Now we'll put it on the, yeah.
get him to lean up against something. And you don't, if he's unconscious or not fully conscious, you won't want to give him water to drink. You'll just want to moisten their lips with water.
Okay.
Otherwise, it is possible that you could drown them or make
Okay.
their situation worse.
Okay.
Should we send for help?
Yes, if the situation is severe,
Oh my gosh, he's drowning.
you'll want to call the emergency service, so 911. You'd want to call them. But in most cases, it's just they'll feel a little sick, a little dizzy, and by applying these methods, you can usually get them to feel better fairly quickly.
You feeling better?
Yeah.
All right, you guys can sit back down. So, a quick review. What are some of the signs and symptoms without looking at the board?
Okay.
Dizzy.
Yeah, that's one.
Nauseous.
Nauseous, yeah.
40 degrees.
Over 40, or if your body temperature is over 40 degrees,
So
yeah.
does that mean their skin is going to feel very
Their
hot
skin will, yes, their skin will feel very, very hot to the touch, like,
and be red?
and yes, it'll be flushed red.
Okay.
Fast breathing.
Yeah, their breathing will be fast.
And pulse.
Rapid pulse.
They'll have a rapid pulse, yeah.
And they'll be weak and tired.
Yeah, they will be very weak and tired,
Confused maybe.
and
Sick?
possibly confused. Yeah.
I guess if it was severe, they would be unconscious.
If it is severe, they very well could pass out or be unconscious when you find them. What are some ways you can prevent heat stroke?
Wearing
Wearing a
hat.
hat, yeah. You got the hat.
Drinking lots of water.
Drinking lots of water,
Sunscreen.
yeah. Put some sunscreen on.
Staying in the shade.
Yeah, that's a good way to start, by just staying in the shade.
wearing cool, light clothes.
Yeah, but if you have to go out in the sun, you'd want to put something light and light colored, and just something that's not going to stick to you or be super tight and prevent you from sweating.
Oh, that's why it's loose.
Yeah, it'll help get the air under you and help evaporate the moisture.
Oh.
And that's a way of your body cooling itself down. So let's say you've already have heat stroke. What are some things, or you find someone with heat stroke, what are some things you're going to use to help them get over it?
Wet cloth.
Yeah. So you want a cool, wet, cool cloth.
Covered ice pack.
Yeah, a covered ice pack. Yeah, that's good.
Water.
Yeah, and lots of water.
And shade.
And you want to move them into a shady spot. All right, everyone. That's great. Do you think then we've accomplished our objective? Do you think we understand what heat stroke is and how we can prevent it? And if we do have it, how we can cure it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
All right, that's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.